We are recording. Sounds good. Good evening. We will officially call the April 24th Development Authority meeting to order. I'll start with roll call. Mayor Jasmine Cobble, she's here. Elijah,
Present.
Jennifer,
Present.
Andrew,
Here.
Joyce,
Present.
we are mostly all here. We have a quorum. If you will, board, if you will, are there any changes to the agenda?
Make a motion that we change the agenda to allow presentation.
So take us into executive session for real estate matters.
Take us into executive session for real estate.
A second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to adjust the agenda to move into executive session. Let's first take a motion to approve the change in the agenda, then we'll take a second motion to enter into executive session. All those in favor with changing the agenda, the order of the agenda, please say aye. All those not in favor? That passes unanimously. Now, if you will, make a motion to go into executive session, please,
Make a motion that we go into executive session
on real estate matters.
on real estate.
Second.
It's been properly moved to second to go into executive session on real estate matters. All those in favor, please respond with yay. All those not with nay.
Yeah.
It's been passed unanimously to go into executive session. Jametta, you still hanging around? Oh, there you go. All right.
You said it all.
I like this kind of ghost.
Yeah.
Dying to get out of here. All right. SDA, will you put a motion on the floor to exit executive session and return back to the regular meeting?
I put a motion on the floor to exit the executive session and return back to the
Regular meeting.
regular meeting. I second that motion.
Been properly moved and seconded to exit executive session, go back into our regular meeting. All those in favor, please respond with yay. All those not with nay.
Yeah.
Passes unanimously to come back into our regular meeting. Board, will you put a motion on the floor, please, to accept the minutes of the executive session?
I put a motion to accept minutes from the executive session.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to accept the minutes from the executive session. All those in favor, please respond with yay. All those not with nay.
Yay.
It's been unanimously approved to accept the minutes of the executive session. So now that we're back in our regular meeting, you got all that?
Good time.
Jennifer, Joyce, Jennifer.
Yeah, right.
We'll go
Madam
into
Mayor?
our, yes, ma'am, what I missed.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I thought you had some visitors that had tried to come in. Are they still outside?
No, ma'am, he is gone. But
Okay.
Christian did communicate with him so that he was not left wandering. So yeah, we've been in contact with him. Thanks for the reminder though. Okay, a regular agenda item. You want to go in order? I guess we should. You want to go film commission?
Sure. Update on Film Commission. I presented to City Council last work session. Legal is going through the basically
MOU.
MOU on that
bylaws.
and the bylaws. So that will be nailed down, and I expect maybe in the next work session, at the latest, the next council meeting, to go before council for vote. So,
Once the council approves the changes, we'll bring it back here for us to approve the changes to the bylaws and the MOU. And then that should satisfy all that we need to officially move them under us in structure. He's still the chair. Mhm. Yeah, he's still the chair. Laren, you want to add to that, or did Christian cover it?
No, he covered it. We met with Winston and his team, and so it's in his hands. And so we're just waiting to hear back from him.
Awesome. All right, so progress is being made there. We'll move on to the SDA bank account update. We're excited to announce that the SDA has officially created a bank account. Thank you, Ms. Joyce.
2 million in there?
We
We do
are,
not have $2 million.
no, for the record, we have, as you know, we, in our MOU with the city, to be able to use the funds that were in the bank account, under the city's bank account labeled Development Authority. And the city agreed to allow the Development Authority to have those funds for use in our MOU, obviously to be paid back, and I believe it's 2026, or I can't remember now, but we already did the MOU between all of us.
Yeah.
So we have created said bank account. So that is certainly a big step for us. The EIN was the first big step. Again, thank you, Attorney Wiggins, for walking us through that. The second largest next step was the bank account, and so we've gotten that done. So it
Next
feels
thing-
good to be fully compliant with everything that we needed. And from here, between Attorney Wiggins and Christian, it will continue to make sure that we are compliant going forward. But it's a good day to be where we should have been a few years ago. So
I would just
I'm happy.
add that we need to make sure we do the updates to DCA. You remember we did that research, and so that every year we can remain compliant with their reporting.
Yes. We probably need to, Lauren, if you'll remind, if you could shoot an email to me, Christian, of is it calendar year or is it year to date? Do you remember?
Let me check on that. I don't recall it. Even maybe fiscal year. So I'll check.
Maybe. Okay, all right. So with that, we can just kind of keep track of when that's coming up on. Right, maybe.
Future marketing.
So that's all any questions on the bank account update? Oh, all right, awesome. All right, last but not least, marketing.
So, if you log on, it's not public yet, but if you log on to your, if you go to the web and you type in growstonecrest.com, you will find the economic development website.
Which
Grow.
Stonecrest.com. In that, you will see a piece there for properties. In properties, you will find all the available pieces of land and buildings that are available in Stonecrest. Building that piece out right now in the SDA's land will be featured on that site. So once I am done doing that, which will be about the next, probably the next couple of weeks, thing you'll be able to, and I'll be able to go on there. Actually, when I'm pitching the land to different companies, I'll be able to say how big of a building do you have. They'll be able to tell me. I'll be able to really draw on the site a 3D building that will then show exactly how much land they need for that building and tell all the other pieces of it. So cool tools. So our economic development site is officially up. Experience Stonecrest is up. Experience Stonecrest is it will be between Experience Stonecrest and growstonecrest.com that we will use the film and the Film and Entertainment Commission to help promote events and activities in and around Stonecrest and the tourism brand. So, and then also in the growstonecrest.com, you'll be able to see specifically, there's a section there as well for the film industry, where it'll show the film industry exactly what sites there are in Stonecrest that they can film at.
Okay.
And it'll show like a picture of it in street view, and then it'll also have a section in there of all of the different vendors and all of the different studios in their different market, in their different sectors that service the film industry. So if you've got a group coming out of, you know, LA or New York or anything like that, and they're filming in Stonecrest and they need a hairdresser or they need this, that, or anything else, they can literally go to that website, they can file for their permit, they can sit there and see what properties are available to film and what that looks like, and they'll be able to file and do all of their different permit fees right there.
Christian, is there a way to add to that website, and maybe you already have this, where other film or television or anything that's already happened. I mean, to show like at this particular property, here's all the information about that property, and here's what has been shot and filmed here before.
Yes, and actually I'm working with DeKalb County on a program that they have which identifies, they have signs
Right.
on certain areas wherever it is where wherever there's a film site, there would be like a sign, like a QR code. You'll be able to scan that QR code and you'll be able to actually see the scenes where
Sweet.
that was, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Was filmed, and see, okay, like, whatever it was here versus there. So,
Ozark was filmed.
right,
This one scene was filmed here.
right. Here
So that kind of QR code would connect back to Grow Stonecrest and or I guess the county site, depending on who maybe permitted it at the time.
It should be probably the county side with the county film commission. If it's not, then we'll build it out ourselves.
Okay. As long as folks can see it. I don't know that I'm necessarily married to wherever it takes you. Just as long as when you're on our website, you scan, you can see, you can click something that shows folks what has already been filmed there. The same thing they would see if they were at the site and they scan the QR code.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know, did you see the GIA sent out yet talking points
For
economic development? So quarterly, there's
possible.
may have been
I got 2,000
Saturday,
now.
or it would have been earlier this week. So
That's possible.
talking points is a quarterly document that comes out of economic development that talks about all the different things that are going on for business attraction, business petition expansion. Also says how many film permits were pulled.
Mhm.
And things like that. So it highlights all these different things. That will be available on roadstonefresh.com as well.
Awesome.
So, and then, so
Okay.
marketing communications is gonna hit up on what I'm used to.
Good. So Grow Stonecrest is like the economic development website arm, and then Experience Stonecrest is like the marketing arm.
Experience Stonecrest is tourism.
Tourism. Okay, that's what I meant. All right.
Yeah, it's Experience Stonecrest is
Tourism.
tourism and events.
Okay. Now is that going to? You can tell Christian and I haven't had our meeting this week or last week because normally we would already have fleshed all this out with him. Is that also going to connect to Discover DeKalb anyway?
Yeah, no, it
Okay.
does.
All right.
Actually, I'm working with Discover DeKalb right now on the new Stonecrest magazine.
Okay.
That
Right,
will
right,
be, both digital and that will be at all the visitors areas throughout the state, and then they use it when they go out and visit things. And then been meeting. The tourism group is on its third think tank, which is unusual, to be quite honest. Normally I'll have like a think tank and they're like, we'll see you in a quarter. And I actually got a standing ovation. The
I heard.
first one,
I heard.
standing ovation. The second one,
Backed by popular demand, we got a second one, and now a
and
third
then
one.
more people came.
And they were
for the
different
second.
people than the first one. Right.
And the third one, we're actually going to focus on the third one so the first two were talking about strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities. Was the second one. The first one was basically focusing in on what we as the city are doing for tourism and that drive, and that's part of that presentation that you saw. And then the second one was talking about strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and then this next one is we're going to start diving in, figuring out, okay, what are the cool places to go, what are the cool places to stay, eat, things like that, and then start programming out. If somebody was going to be here for more than a day, where would they go, what would they do, and what would that day look like? And then we're going to create marketing around a day or two or a weekend in Stonecrest and what you can do and what that would look like. And so that way, when meeting that planner and people who are looking to visit come here, that's what they can see.
And Christian, will you also use that opportunity to document? Because I imagine that this will authentically happen. You will document more of the whole.
The whole, as far as the whole in the soul of the business?
No,
plan?
no,
What they
a whole
plan.
in what is there to do.
Yes.
When you're walking through, if I'm gonna be here in Stonecrest a day, here's what you can do in a day. If I'm gonna be here 3 days, here's what you can do in 3 days. But there are, I think authentically, you might get conversation about, okay, here's the missing middle. Okay, this is what you can do, but we would like to also be able to do, right? And then just generate that kind of running list of that whole, of what things to do versus, a day, a 3 day, a week.
Right, and it's not going to Popeyes or, Chick-fil-A. It's.
We are live.
Like, there's cool things to do here.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of things to do here that people don't think about.
absolutely. Yeah, there's an experience in dining that we already have that we're not leveraging well,
Right.
on top of adding more to it. That's why I'm the mayor. I can say it
Is the
differently.
winery open? I mean, the vineyard open? That's real estate.
Well, we're not in executive session now.
Okay, is that vineyard open?
Yeah.
Open in
Arabia,
April?
yeah, but certainly reach out to Arabia Mountain Vineyard, to find out all the information about them. They are fine folks who will answer any of your questions and provide you updates.
Exactly. And now you are updated. I am all covered on all the things that are done.
Okay, so Grow Stonecrest is our economic development website. Experience Stonecrest is our tourism website. So those will continue to work and grow. Oh, I do want to ask you obviously the Development Authority is on the city's website under boards, commissions, and authorities. Will you have us spotlighted on either of these two websites as well? We will be on the Grow Stonecrest website. Right, we will be on the economic development website, right?
So the question is, do we already have that other person part of our team?
What are the first?
We don't get another person?
We are gonna get another appointment, yes, District 5, will make an appointment, yes, absolutely, yeah.
Well, like you guys.
And then they'll announce us after that. Oh, he's gonna announce it on their website.
Yeah,
Announce what?
put the Development Authority on the website, yeah. Yes, okay, all right. We have exhausted all of the agenda items for this evening. Unless there's anything else to add, Attorney Wiggins, you got any final words?
She fell asleep. She's asleep.
Sorry, I was trying to come off of mute. No, I do not. Thank you so much for allowing me to join by Zoom.
Like your meeting.
Thank you, Attorney Wiggins. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
If there's nothing else, we will adjourn. I'll take a motion. I'll take a motion to
Yes, you just
adjourn
gotta
the
speak.
meeting.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second. She second first. I don't want to be second on.
You can't take this
It's
with
been properly moved and seconded to, it's been properly moved and seconded to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor, please respond with yay.
Yay.
Unanimously passed to adjourn the meeting. Thank you all so much.
Good night.
Good night.
You need to go to the.
Wait till we turn the.